Thank you for the great honor of serving as your president this year. It has been a blast. Through my official travels to regional conventions and club events, I had the pleasure of meeting the greatest people in the world, Sertoma members. I was able to meet Teddy Roosevelt, an impersonator, and hear what freedom meant to middle schoolers in Colorado. I rode in a little red Fiat convertible in the Laurel, Mississippi Christmas parade, the first time I had ever been in a parade. I made a pledge of the Secret Society of Logic in Texas. What is that? It's a secret. I got silly and lip synced to We Are Family in Greensboro. I celebrated Camp Sertoma of South Carolina's 50th anniversary. I have many other wonderful memories of visiting with you in convention hospitality rooms. I visited multiple clubs and club events this year and others while I served on the board. Then COVID-19 came along and I had to cancel planned visits to clubs in Canada and in the United States. I hope to visit you on my own as I drive around the country once it becomes safe to travel again. For the first time in 17 years, Sertoma had a new executive director. The committee that recommended Aaron Insminger hit a home run with that hire. Within 2 weeks of being hired, Aaron played a major role in last year's convention. Aaron was able to attend all but one of the regional conventions. His support and leadership has been invaluable, especially in the planning and execution of this virtual convention and his leadership of strategic discussions during board meetings. The board of directors this past year has been the hardest working group that I've been associated with during my 9 years of service on the Sertoma board, and you're about to see the truth of that statement. At the first board meeting last August, the board adopted three basic goals. One, enhancing the value of membership in Sertoma through communication and programs. Two, enhancing and developing programs to help clubs perform their work. And three, uniting our clubs into a more cohesive Sertoma through shared mission, renewed focus on local mission, and branding. After that meeting, 8 task forces composed of board members and regular members of Sertoma were established to help achieve those goals. The voting, club building, club structure, meeting composition, functional units of Sertoma, board training, recognition programs, and National Service Project task forces worked diligently and presented recommendations to the board for action. Thank you to all of you who served on the task forces and for your hard work. As a result of these recommendations that were adopted by the board, we have new voting procedures that allow for both electronic and paper ballot voting in our national elections. Regional director elections will be done electronically along with national elections starting in the spring of 2021. With the current pandemic turning regional meetings into virtual events, that decision could not have been more timely or prescient. Revisions were made to our club building policies, and as a result of relaxing some of the requirements, the first club in several years was built, the Pine Belt Sertoma Club in Laurel, Mississippi. More new clubs are in the pipeline. Model bylaws for different club structures have been drafted. More uniformity in region meetings will be seen as certain elements will be standard. This fall, all clubs will have an online system available to them that will help them select from a menu of options that pertain to their club structure, officers, committees, activities, etc., and generate bylaws and policies for them to adopt. There is no need to spend weeks drafting language anymore. A new recognition program based on good, better, best criteria has been adopted. You will see implementation of that during this fiscal year. We also have a new national service project. The portable info loop systems that clubs may purchase and donate to local hospitals or clinics will enhance communication with hard of hearing patients and healthcare providers. The program is being rolled out this year, and you will hear even more about that program today, as well as throughout the year in the Sertoma magazine, the digest, emails, and social media. In response to requests by our members, the public, and clubs, the board adopted two new categories of membership: corporate, to allow local businesses to have a membership in a club, and two, national membership, for those who wish to be a member of Sertoma but do not live near an active or suitable Sertoma club. The second decision has allowed us to reconnect with thousands of life members whose clubs have disbanded, bringing them back into the Sertoma family. We're glad you're here. Aaron Insminger will talk more about this in his report. The past year saw implementation of Vision 2020. Nearly all board members, in addition to serving on task forces and community committees, served as communication or mission specialists. That enabled them to see firsthand what was working and what needed improvement in the implementation. Your board will continue to make changes and improvements to this new leadership structure. None of us is under the impression that we are finished with it. Over the course of the past year, nearly 50 new on-demand trainings have been added to assist clubs in conducting their business and programs. The latest is the webinar heard a couple of weeks ago, in which professionals in the meetings industry shared tips in working with local hotels or other hospitality venues. That webinar is recorded and is available for viewing on the website. To enhance club service to clubs and benefits to members, a full-time membership director has been added to staff. Database cleanup has been done, and an online directory of members is now available to all members to allow sharing of ideas and communication between clubs. We have a Facebook group exclusively for Sertoma members and clubs. It allows clubs to share news of the good things they're doing as they happen in real time. It's also an Ask Your Neighbor of sorts resource for answers to issues that clubs may be facing. Sertomans share information with each other, and if you haven't joined, please do. Just search Sertoma Members Corner to find us. Those are just some of the things your board has done this year. It has been a very productive year, and I am certain that productivity will continue into the current year. Thank you to our outgoing board members for your dedication. It has been a pleasure serving with you. It is my great hope that you will continue to serve our organization through other leadership roles, whether it be at the local level or a national role as a specialist. To the returning board members, I can also say it has been a pleasure serving with you, and I challenge you to continue what we have started over the past year. Continue to unite Sertoma and our clubs to build a stronger, more caring, and more vibrant organization. I know you'll go on to do great things.